There are 3 different points in a prep that I like to get my blood work done. At the beginning, middle, and end. The beginning allows you to see kind of where your base levels are before you really start to push. The middle is a good understanding and good touch point for you to see how your body is taking the current protocol. If your body is stressed, then there's a good chance that throughout the rest of that prep, your body will begin to be a little unresponsive. As you start to diet down, as you start to do more cardio, your body starts to get more fatigue, and getting your blood work done is almost like having the tests to an answer before you take the test, because you get a chance to see how, your body is responding before you make your next move. And then at the end, right, to see how your body really just handled the entire prep and what you need to do in order to correct and make adjustments during your health phase. Right now we are considering this somewhat at the midway point of the prep. This one's a little weird, even though we just started the Olympia prep. We've been in prep for a long time just because we qualified for the Olympia, back in June, and then now we went to India. So, right, there's a lot of shows done, there's a lot of traveling done, there's a lot of, protocols, pushing, pulling back, all of these things. So right now I just want to make sure that my body's in a prime position to really push in the next 11 weeks for the Olympia.
Times I decide that I had to know my worth. It's my time, I ain't tired. Now I gotta get a little dirty. Now I gotta get a little dirty. Late nights, wake up early. Full time of a job, and I had to put in work. 100 times I decide that I had to know my worth. It's my time, I ain't tired. Now I gotta get a little dirty.
Today is a big day. And for those of you who have grown up local to Wawa, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Today's the first day that Wawa coffee, pumpkin flavor, has hit stores. And I've been waiting for this moment since last fall. This is a seasonal, limited edition flavor that I always fear that it won't come back. But now it is solidified. It's back. I'm happy. And with how stressful these last couple of weeks have been, it's nice that I can actually wake up and literally just have a smile on my face for something so small. I mean, that's literally what prep is, right? Like trying to find the small wins and the small happy moments during the crazy ebbs and flows that comes with prep. But Wawa coffee, that's today's happiness. We have a high day today as well, so I cannot complain. But nonetheless, this is definitely going blinded by the light. But this is definitely going to be a good day because I got the pumpkin spice coffee. I've been trying to keep my caffeine assumption down throughout this entire prep, and I've been doing a pretty good job with it. I used to drink like 3 of these 24-ounce cups of Wawa coffee every single day, and that's not an understatement. But today, introducing Wawa back on the channel.
That I had to know my worth. It's my time, I ain't tired. Now I gotta get a little dirty. Now I gotta get a little dirty. Late nights, wake up early. Shot that nigga mayonnaise. Got swag, got spots, got jocks, got blocks, red eye. 12 o'clock, I'm in the sky, going far. 300 hooches, pink sleeves. Mama told me succeed. Tarzan, I'm climbing trees. They don't want you in double G's. They don't want you in the AMG. Mama don't want me in these streets. The hustle don't want me to get no sleep. My bitch don't want me to fuck her roommate. It ain't us if it ain't her fleet. They don't want you to rock bling bling. They don't want you to ride and fall.
I don't know if you guys can tell, man, but I've had a lot on my mind this entire lift, let alone the past couple of weeks. I've been documenting every single step of the journey of my prep thus far, starting 4 weeks ago. And one thing I haven't really hit on, man, much on my channel, really much, is the mental side of bodybuilding. I say it all the time. You guys see the physical attributes of what it takes to be, in my shoes or be an Olympian and trying to reach heights that I'm trying to reach, the goals that I'm trying to set out on. And the ebbs and flows mentally in order to get to those mountaintops have been just grueling, man. Since starting prep 4 weeks ago, my weight has only increased. I went from 234 pounds to 239 pounds over these past 4 weeks. And all we've done since then is increase cardio and decrease food drastically. And throughout that process, my body has gotten more fatigued, and just honestly, seeing your efforts not necessarily transitioning into positive visual changes and also number changes, it's not easy. And over these last couple of weeks, more specifically, I've been really in my head. And I am a coach, and I tell my clients all the time, it's not about the number on the scale. A lot is going on internally that you cannot simply justify from any number on the scale, but I'm also understanding that as I'm using my eye test, even though I feel like I'm in good shape because I kept myself in a good body composition from after India to now, I was really hoping to use the added time to propel myself even further, but I felt like every push that we've made has only progressed me back. And I'll be honest, throughout that process, it's had me doubting my coach, my process. It's me questioning, what am I doing wrong? Or am I overdoing things? It's just been a lot of these things going on in my head. And truthfully, being where we currently are right now, 9 weeks out from the Olympia, it's not a good case scenario to have this mindset. And I'm a perfectionist, guys. I can't stress this enough. I don't miss meals. I don't miss cardio sessions. I don't miss training sessions. I empty the tank whenever I'm in the gym. I prioritize my sleep. I prioritize my recovery. I am by the gram in every little thing that I do. And to see all your efforts just not paying off, it's a mind fuck. I think that's the simplest way I can put it, man. And typically in situations like this, I would allow the bad to compound. One bad thing happening in my life will then transition to another bad thing happening in my life. But when I take a step back and look at things holistically, everything else in my life is going phenomenally. Manifest, the board short company. Guys, we're almost completely sold out of our first drop. My relationship, everything is going so well in my life. Businesses, it's just so hard because when you're in a prep, you're so just focused on the prep. And everything stems from the prep. You have a good weigh-in, you have a good day. You have a bad weigh-in, the world's gonna end. And it's crazy because I had a comment on my last Instagram, or better yet, my last YouTube video, where it's like, people need to stop looking at, seeing the number on the scale go down as a positive when it's not losing weight, it's losing fat. How we have to look at it, right? And it takes longer to lose fat than oftentimes it does to take weight, but man, it's just such a mind fuck, man. And I know a lot of people out there probably have at some point felt the same way, but I'm telling you guys, whether you're an amateur, whether you're somebody who's just a lifestyle client or somebody at the top level trying to be the best in the world, we all go through these ebbs and flows of life and ebbs and flows of prep. But even though I feel good at times and I'm like, okay, I see it, we're right there, we're gonna be the best we've ever had, I also look in the mirror like 10 minutes later and I'm just like, that's not necessarily where we need to be. And I just get in my head, man. And it's annoying. And I feel like hiding it in, holding it in would be a worst case scenario right now. But all we can do in these situations is continue to double down on the work that we've been doing and continue to just trust in the process, because this happens every prep. I'll be honest, it does. So I can't sit here and act like this is brand new, but it's like, I've never tightened down on the bolt so hard in order to make something happen, and now I just feel like it's not happening yet. Prep, man. 99% of the times, you feel like you look like shit, you feel like you're gonna not be ready, and you doubt yourself, and then that 1% is all we chase. But I know one thing that can cheer me up, guys. I need your help. Let me explain. I've been with Alphalete now for over 7 years. So that is 7 years worth of launches and 7 years worth of getting every single item in those launches to help market for you guys and give you guys some education on before you guys make your purchase. Now, I am not complaining. Because of that, I've been decked out in a lot of different varieties and otherwise styles that I wouldn't necessarily wear. But I'm a bodybuilder. And since I've started with Alphalete 7 years, I've definitely grown to where I am now. Multiple different sizes. I started off as a large, I went to an XL, and now I'm a double XL in Alphalete. So I've basically had to rewrite my wardrobe for multiple different years throughout that process, which has left me with a lot of clothes. And not to mention, I think every closet in my house has been turned into a storage closet for all of my sponsorship added clothes or supplements. It's just been mayhem, and I'm blessed. But nonetheless, I want to make sure that the items are getting used and they're, adding value back to somebody in some way. So Alphalete is having the biggest sale that they have ever had for a full week. It's called Athlete Week. And this is a big opportunity for us athletes to not only show our worth, especially with the craziness that's been going on in Alphalete, again, there's no secret. They've let go tons of athletes and tons of people who didn't necessarily fit their future vision. And I'm blessed to still be a part of this team when they've let go of so many legends who have been a part of the Alphalete squad since even before I got here. So this week, I'm taking it to heart. I really want to prove to everybody that I am an investment that's worth investing in. So this week, Athlete Week, 30% off the entire website if you use code Alex. So we are literally getting all of the old clothes. We're getting things that I don't necessarily fit or things that I don't necessarily wear as much or have never worn. Some of these stuff still even have tags on them. So what I'm gonna do is a giveaway on my Instagram where I'm actually only gonna make it YouTube exclusive. So if you DM me your purchase order, so a screenshot of you actually having made the purchase with my code used, and then you send me what your size is, right? I currently have, I think, XLs or double XLs in stock. So if you don't have a size, I'm sorry, I'll try to send you something that may or may not fit. But again, I ask that you don't try to pick your item or anything, just DM me your proof of your purchase, your support code, and then what I'll do is send you an item. I'll probably just send you like a link to like PayPal or like where you guys will just pay for the shipping or something. But for using my code with a massive discount of 30% off the entire website, you guys can literally get an item or two completely free, plus all the other craziness that we're still having to, go through. And again, just another way for me to give back to you guys for thanking you. This is a big opportunity. I'll be going against some of the top guys on the Alphalete team. And I just want to show them that it doesn't matter how many followers you have. Like over these years, I've always been a guy on the team with probably like the least amount of followers, even though the community is strong and loyal and I fucking love you guys. I just want to show them that not only does the biggest numbers not necessarily matter, it's the impact and the value that you get. And not only that, you guys get high quality clothes for literally 30% off. Like, I don't think Alphalete has ever done something like this before. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys could support. And also, as a thank you, I'll be sending you guys just a lot of stuff to help me make up room for my closet. But as always, guys, I appreciate you. Code Alex in your next checkout at Alphalete. It's going to be a week long, starting today, Monday, going all the way until Saturday. So use code Alex, blow it up. Sizes will definitely be limited. They're gonna start running out very quick because this is a sale that's never gets done. We just got our blood work results back, and this is why I love working with medical clinics, because they truly prioritize getting things back in a timely manner so I can make adjustments based upon things that I'm seeing and hopefully can potentially correct, keeping my preps on track with minimal delays. Now, with that being said, I also reached out to my mentor, Dom Kuza, and this is a guy who you might remember me speaking about on the channel previously, but I go to him really about all things medical and also just in general. Like when I need to lean on somebody for a different perspective, he is the guy I go to. And when I mean he is my mentor, I truly believe that my coaching and just my knowledge in this sport has just elevated ever since I aligned myself with him, and he's been an absolute game changer. So I sent him over my blood work. He just dissected everything and sent me back a video breaking everything down in an easily digestible way, and is giving me recommendations based off of some of my readings and findings.
Hey man, hope you're doing well. So a couple things that we could see on here. Now these numbers here, so Bun, a lot of people get worried about because when they Google it, they think it's kidney function, which it is, but a huge aspect to this is actually dehydration and then also your protein consumption day to day. So with your protein consumption pretty high right now, Bun is usually flagged. That's why I pay more attention to creatinine and EGFR. Now these levels are definitely not where we want them. The creatinine level is pretty high, but there are some things that could play into that. Dehydration is one, so not being hydrated enough the day before the test and the day of the test. And then if you did take no rest days. Creatinine is a product of muscle utilization. So if we're looking at creatinine levels, if you trained the day before, they're most likely going to be flagged high. So definitely making sure there's enough rest in, because now we use creatinine to calculate the EGFR. And then EGFR is something that tells us how good our kidneys are pretty much functioning. Now, something that is a note to make though, African-American populations, I like to get a cystatin C. That's a little bit more of an accurate kidney marker to get tested because EGFR can be a little skewed based on the African-American population. So I would suggest doing a cystatin C, and then you can recalculate using cystatin C to find a better EGFR number. Testosterone, obviously high, estradiol, high. Estradiol is definitely a little bit higher than we like to see it. Now, a couple things that could alter this is like time of injection close to when you got your test done. And then also for some people, trend can pop up as a marker here as estradiol. So usually in preps, it'd be better to get estradiol ultra sensitive, and that'll give you a more accurate estrogen level.